Of AM Rockland News. We are morning streaming every weekday on Monday all the way through Friday. We just had an amazing morning with a brand new show that we're going to be publishing shortly, but it's a brand new show. I'll talk with you about it later, but I want to get right into our guest of the day. So AK-40, Devin Dwyer, he's a graduate of North Rockland High School. He's been with us on the Stony Music Fest, the travels that we've done over the last 10 years doing music concerts in Stony Point. And this year, we're going to have AK-40 on stage at Rockland Music Fest. And also, if you want to get a little preview of that, check out on Friday, we're going to have him over at the Nanuet Town Center for a summer concert series. So without further ado, AK-40, welcome to Rockland's News today. And how y'all doing?
AK-40.
That's
we
right.
Here, brother. How you feeling?
Yeah, not bad. I was just outside working out and getting ready for the rest of the day. But hey, man, I'm really excited. You're going to be playing on Friday, and I don't think enough people know about you as of yet in Rockland. I know you got the career out, you travel and everything. A lot of stuff in Jersey, a lot of stuff in New York City. But it's almost like a homecoming that you're playing at Rockland Music Fest this year.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's how it feels, bro. Like sometimes a prophet has to leave his town to get recognized. So that's why
Yeah.
I just been outside, man, staying active everywhere I go. So for me, to be a part of this is like my hometown's passing me the torch.
Yeah, absolutely. I got the chance to, and we talked offline many times over the last 2 years since we got to know each other. And I remember, we were looking for a hip hop act. It was the big gaping hole in our music model. It's like, we needed to have not just rock, but hip hop, jazz, funk, all of that. So I brought in a few people. I was like, listen, I don't even know if I'm qualified because I'm old school with freaking Biggie Smalls and all those cats back in the 90s, and I'm just I'm not with it that much anymore. So I brought in a few friends. I was like, all right, let's see which is the best music that gets submitted. And it was, I mean, in all seriousness, it was unanimous. It was you. It was like, this guy's clearly talented. So we brought you in for, what was it? Was it 7 or 8 that you were on for Stony Music Fest?
I think the first one I did was 7 because then I think I skipped 8. I think I 9, and now we're on number 10. So
Yeah, exactly. And you brought a crowd too. It was unexpected. I wasn't looking for extra people at the festival, but the crowd was quite plentiful. I want to go back into your career, just kind of bringing it back to the beginning. One of my favorite albums that you have out, and for those of you that are interested, check out AK-40 on Spotify and anywhere you get your streaming music, and look for the album 23. And 23 is a very interesting album because it's right after your son was born, if I'm not mistaken, or like a year or two after your son was born.
yeah, correct. Copy that.
Right. And I got the sense that a lot of the songs that you were writing, it was kind of like this dual struggle that you had, which was to make a successful career for yourself, but at the same time still remain as a young father, loving and caring for your son. Uh, were there any
Mm-hmm.
other thoughts or ideas going through your mind as you were making the songs for this album 23?
Well, I think that anytime that we're trying to do something like extraordinary or great or just like chase our dreams, it just comes with a lot of sacrifice. So like just within that, there's just like a lot of duality and like in order to see the light, sometimes you got to go through the darkness. So that's kind of just like what that was, like when it's kind of like you're the what is it? Like the boy who cried wolf
Mm-hmm.
because we're just telling everybody, yo, this is what it's going to be. This is what it's going to be. But people around you may not believe in you. So it's really just that struggle and that pain and that growing pains is basically what that whole process was about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've found, just through my travels that sometimes it feels even heavier than that, especially when the people that you think are closest to you, it's almost like when the struggle happens, not all of them, some of them stick with you. You know, like for instance, Big Veg. I know Big Veg is like, been with you, like, helping out and everything. But like the friends that you may know for decades, some of them just take a step back and they're like, yeah, yeah, good luck. It
Yeah,
hurts. It really hurts.
absolutely, man. Shout out to Big Veg, man. He's been day one. Without him, I wouldn't even be anywhere in my career, from the videography career to the music career. Like, he's been my mentor and just showed me everything. So I got to give
Hmm.
him his flowers, man.
Absolutely, yeah. He's got the podcast, he's got an empire of his own, and you guys work together pretty nicely. Now, when you do your shows, I've found that something, and it's a little struggle of mine, that some of the other bands and artists that we have for these festivals, they don't take their own video clips, but you kind of like built up a production arm underneath it. So, what's the preparation for your shows? Is it like planning on having, like, for instance, lots of video, or just going up there and just doing it from the heart and just having people record? Like, how do you do it?
Man, it sounds crazy. Well, I mean, first of all, like with the shows and the preparation like that, is I spend a lot of time either watching the greats. Like, I like watching like a lot of Linkin Park. I like watching a lot of Bring Me the Horizon, Metallica. I just saw Wu-Tang Clan live in concert. So
Oh,
just studying how they move the crowd, how they move themselves, like what songs are they opening with, what songs are they closing with. So it's a combination of that, and then studying my own performances, like a lot. Like, I'll watch all of my videos back 100 times and to try to pinpoint like where I could have done better, what I could improve on, if there's like a moment for me to interact with the crowd or like do something different. So for me, a lot of preparation is just studying, like either myself or studying the greats, and
yeah.
then just practicing too. Like, I'm just in my basement, just practicing, like pretending like I'm just performing in front of people. So, and then just in regards to the video, I mean, everything is content nowadays. So it's like I'm still not even doing enough on the content end of things because it's just hard to stay consistent with it. But yeah, I mean, everything just has to be filmed and documented nowadays.
Yeah, absolutely. We're definitely in a video culture, and I find that especially when our friends are around, I've dealt with this where, like, there's some things that are just amongst friends that I can't even like put on video, but they're like the funniest moments. It's like you want to get that on there for the record, but a lot of the video that I see when influencers, when they put it out there, it's really solo because they're the only ones that can control what's out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other any additional, like, your favorite songs? I mentioned the album 23. A few months ago you put out something that kind of like you brought it in a different direction. It's ID. Let me see if I can find it. I'm looking at your Spotify right now. IDGAMF. I don't give a so I can't, Rockland News, whatever. But like, any other songs that are speaking to you right now that you've done?
I mean, my favorite song that I ever made featuring my brother Ayo Chill is out now. It's called Waste No Time. I actually got a music video that's going to be probably dropping this week with it. And man, that's just my favorite song, man. Like, just sonically, lyrically, like it's just an evolved version of myself. Like, I've wanted my whole career to make a song that good. So shout out to LAMB to produce that. Shout out to Jones, and shout out to Blue who did the mixing and the mastering. So
Mm.
yeah, I mean, just expect a lot more music coming soon this summer for sure.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. And again, like, I try to listen like all different genres. It doesn't matter. But like, when I tune into something like with talent, I'm like, I got to zone in on that some more. And speaking of AO Chill, y'all did the funniest freaking picture when you guys you were running a contest. I forget. It was like he's holding up $100 bill and you're pointing at the guy. I'll see if I can put that on Rockland News, but it was classic. Are you going to be doing any contests like that on Friday?
Man, so Ayo Chill is actually gonna be with me on Friday. He's gonna do a lot of surprises for the crowd and for the audience. And I mean, yeah, we'll figure something out with a contest. We'll figure something out for the crowd to interact with them. But
Mhm.
Ayo is just a musical genius, man. Like I can't wait to just like share the stage with him on Friday and just bring him out as a special guest.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I'm going to be enjoying it. We're going to have the information booth there for Rockland Music Fest. Also going to be giving out free tickets. So, when I know you got fans that are coming. Anybody that comes, they're going to get a free ticket to Rockland Music Fest. Is Veg going to be there too? Big Veg?
Um, train schedule permitting, we'll see. I know he's
Right.
busy on
Yeah.
Friday. He's teaching like a summer camp for the youth, so if he
Uh,
can make it there, that'd be awesome.
okay. Either way, I'm going to be gabbing with. I was on his podcast a few days ago. He had me on.
Yeah, he was telling me. Shout out to Pass the Torch Media.
Hmm. Yeah, I got to get him the MP3 for the Franco Casio brother band thing. I got to send that over to him afterwards. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that episode. So everybody, this thing is kicking off on Friday at 7:30 over at the Nanuet Town Center. It's part of the Nanuet Summer Concert Series at the Nanuet Town Center. Used to be the Shops at Nanuet. They just renamed it. Look it up. But yeah, it's the third of 6 concerts, and they're completely free. We got some great sponsorship behind it. We got the town center. Buffalo Wild Wings is sponsoring it. And special thanks to our new sponsor for it. And that would be none other than 202 Cannabis, located in Garnerville, New York. And they'll be talking a little bit about how people can safely consume. I got to tell you, AK4, they're so nice. They do counseling for people that are suffering from PTSD. So they really got the right framework for this. I got to introduce you guys when we meet up on Friday, man.
All right, please do. Yo, shout out to all the sponsors, man. Thank you for being a part of this special event.
That's right. So AK40 Devin, you can catch him on Spotify and anywhere that you find your music these days. YouTube is going to be dropping some more stuff, and you got to be at the Nanuet Town Center gig this Friday, 7:30. AK40 featuring AO Chill, Big Veg, and all of them. And thank you for being on AM Rockland's News today, AK40.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Everyone can tap in with me at AK40 Devin Official on all platforms. Waste no time music video coming soon.
Bam, there it is. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Copy that. Let's go. Peace out, y'all.